If you're following Depp vs. Heard, I'm sure you know Johnny Depp won the defamation case in Virginia against Amber Heard. It was found she defamed him. It was found she abused him. We knew it all along, but it had to come out legally. Now it seems Amber stans are still saying the judge was wrong, the jury was wrong, the fans are wrong, Johnny's lawyers are wrong, everyone's wrong. And here on this website, you can actually rate the judge and give your opinion. Now, this only has 1 star, so obviously it's got a very poor rating, but it shows the mentality Amber fans still have. So this person says, absolutely horrendous. This judge appears to have made up her mind before the Depp vs. Heard trial even started. Well, I don't see any evidence of that whatsoever. She suppressed crucial information that was deemed admissible in a UK High Court. She permitted disruptive and childish behavior from the plaintiff throughout the trial. Plus, she refused to declare a mistrial despite jury fraud, instead bombastically announcing that the defense counsel couldn't prove bias. In a statement analysis, we could reasonably conclude that the judge unconsciously admitted the presence of bias in stating that said bias could not be proved. And I guess that bias went unchecked in front of billions of people. A lot of times Amber stans act like they're the only ones watching. They're the only ones making a clear judgment, when the fact is there's hundreds and millions, if not billions of people who watch this case making judgments. For once, I believe her. Clearly, the juror who wasn't summoned had such strong views about the case that he was compelled to turn up in his father's place. Furthermore, let's not forget that domestic violence is a highly specified field. Okay, well, that might be true. I mean, anything could be highly specified. You could be a pro and a master at anything, but in this case, we don't really need that. We're talking about someone physically attacking someone, having it on audio tape, and having witnesses. There's really no deep dive for science and knowledge that we need. It's something everyone can take a look at and make a judgment on. Most high court judges in the UK do have some expertise in this area, given its prevalence in the justice system, but a jury of uneducated lay people were woefully ill-equipped to understand, let alone make any ruling on the available evidence. Well, I think they actually did, and they actually did a great job. I was very happy with the verdict. It was beyond them, as evidenced by the fact that they had to be told to return to deliberations in order to award damages in US dollars. Additionally, the jury wasn't sequestered during an extremely aggressive pro-Depp PR campaign, which is very likely to have caused significant prejudice. Here it is again. It's always like, well, people must have looked at the social media and all Depp's fans and just thought, oh well, I guess he's innocent. Well, the fact is, those fans had proof that stretched back for years. It wasn't just fans screaming, "We love Johnny. Johnny's awesome." It was fans who worked together for years to get evidence, and a lot of it against Amber, find out things about her friends, what they did wrong, why they were in on it, things like that. It wasn't just a simplistic screaming match. Crucial background information regarding the UK trial where Amber proved an overwhelming 12 to 14 assault allegations against Depp, a verdict that survived an extensive appeals process. An exhaustive appeals process was not permitted into evidence, which is preposterous. That's because that case was preposterous and Johnny didn't get a fair case because none of his evidence was looked at, and basically you had 3 guys behind closed doors. I think 3 judges take a look. Something like that. I'm not totally sure. But anyway, you've got a couple of people behind closed doors who just believed Amber, in their home country, by the way, where the publication's located. And historically, a lot of times when you're not in your home country, the verdict doesn't go in your favor. So take the word preposterous and change it to fair and logical. Penney clearly harbors grandiose delusions if she thinks a slack-jaw yokel Yankee Doodle court and a slack-jaw yokel uneducated jury in the backside end of the U.S. is superior to the judgment of a panel of high court judges in a British high court. The fact that all Amber had to prove is that Depp abused her even once, which she did overwhelmingly. Amber and her growing army of supporters will fight tooth and nail to overturn this utterly absurd and vexatious verdict. We will not be silenced. Well, you won't be silenced. You don't have to be silenced. Say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's all over. Do it 1,000 times. It won't matter. Johnny won the case. He'd win again. The facts and evidence are all on his side. It's really easy. Here's another one, also with 1 star. Very biased and incompetent. Denied important evidence to be presented during the JD vs. AH trial. Also, jury fraud is apparently not a big deal to her, nor is forcing a woman to talk about our word on television. Surely I could have presided over this trial better than she did. Wait a minute, no one forced Amber to talk about anything. She willingly put out crazy allegations. And to be honest, those crazy allegations actually hurt her case. They were very unbelievable. So let's see what some Johnny fans are saying. This person, Rando99999, must be agreeing with someone above them. Same, no one should do this to a professional website. It's a pathetic tactic. What are they, 10 years old? And Lindsay says, just showing the level of intelligence. The judge was fair to both sides. This is actually, in my opinion, letting Amber down by sinking to that level. And this next person says, this just shows the desperation. Now they blame the judge because in spite of mountains of evidence to the contrary, poor little Amber is innocent, please. And Jennifer actually brings up a good point down below. She says, I was actually shocked at how patient and decent she was despite the circus that was unfolding in her courtroom. And yeah, I think that is it. That's a great point. In reality, what actually happened, if you're looking at it with common sense, is Penney was really patient with Rottenborn and Elaine and all the crap they tried to pull. She actually did a fantastic job. Anyway, I thought I'd point this out, see what you guys thought. It looks like Amber supporters will never ever give up. So, as long as they're there, I'll keep covering it. Something goes around the community that says, well, leave Amber alone, let it go. And I understand the sentiment behind that. And hypothetically, in some situations, that could work. But not quite in this situation where you've got a lot of the media and corporations and some fans still behind her. So, if you go away and you ignore her, you stop criticizing, well, they're going to be like, okay, great, the opposition went away. All right, let's just keep moving in and keep talking and get her in movies, get her working, keep supporting, stuff like that. So, on this channel, obviously, I'll be looking for second topics. We're going to do a lot of other things as things come up. However, as long as these Amber fans keep fighting, media keeps fighting on her side, I'll be here. I'll be covering it. Let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. And if you don't subscribe, I guess it'll be sad. But I'll get over it. See you next time.